Hello folks, this is Diwari again with Uniquely Average Gamers, and we're going to play a little bit more Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. This is the final boss fight of the dungeon Brayflox Longstop on hard mode. It's one of the new expert level dungeons. We're going to kind of talk about what this boss is going to do, because you do have to have a little sense of coordination to him. From the get-go, you pretty much just want to have the tank pick him up and hold him directly in the center. I marked the center of the room because we are going to have to stack on that later on in the fight. But essentially you just DPS down the boss, and eventually you're going to see him spinning around the room. He doesn't have much in the way of cleaves. Turn him away from the group for good measure if you're the tank. But as he starts spinning around the room, you're going to notice that these two ads are going to pop up. These need to die quickly. Just everybody focus them down and then stack right directly in the middle. This is where the major mechanic of the fight is going to take place. Essentially, the boss is going to lay bombs scattered throughout the room, and then he's going to lay a couple in the middle that are going to be stacked on you and your party. When they land, everyone needs to be doing their 360 AoEs. This allows the party to knock the bombs away from you, and then you need to proceed and keep knocking the bombs away until they are far enough apart that when they explode, you've cleared out a nice little area for yourself to survive. Now he's going to do that a couple times, and it is imperative that you adhere to that, because those bombs hit a lot harder than you think. Now a lot of them going off at once can wipe even the most geared groups. If you can push away the bombs in time, then you've pretty much done the hardest part of this fight. The only other aspect that can change, there is an X factor, and that is if you have a melee DPS. If you have a melee DPS, then you want to save their limit break for when the boss hits about 10% or so. And the reason for that is because it hits the boss so hard that it's going to allow you to skip the third and final phase of the fight. You're going to see us do that. There's nothing really special that healers need to adhere to. There's nothing really special that melee needs to do aside from just stick to the boss. Now, sometimes you don't get a melee DPS in your party, so you will have to go through Phase 3. Phase 3 is pretty easy if your team is coordinated. What the boss is going to do is he's going to run a perimeter around the room, and then he's going to charge across the room in a linear fashion. Just dodge it. It's a straight line all the way across the room. Just don't get hit by it. He's also going to spawn a gigantic blinking bomb. Everybody needs to just DPS down that bomb. If it goes off, you wipe at the very end, and hey, nobody wants that. If you got that, congratulations. Thank you for watching. If this has been helpful, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, check out our friends page. Again, this has been Diwari with Uniquely Average Gamers. Have a good one.